Yes, 50% done and dusted. We are done with 50% of 2025. And it's high time for us to start another 50% successfully into 2025. That means the remaining days in 2025 is just 50% left. Now, my question is this: were you able to achieve anything solid in 2025? I mean, the 50% you spent, can you point to some things that you've been able to achieve so far and some things that are holding you back? My name is Olaniyan Emmanuel, and as you all know, on my page, I talk about real struggles, real life challenges, and business ups and downs that you should expect or that you will face if you're coming into the business world. Over the years, I've laid my hands on several businesses, and trust me, running business in Nigeria is crazy, and it actually comes with a lot of things that might actually shrink you. So in this video, I actually want to reveal my journey throughout the first 50% of 2025, my experience, some things I have gained, and some things you would need to know if you are going to be starting a successful business in Nigeria. Running a business in Nigeria comes with a lot of responsibilities, most especially if you are running the business as a young person, one. Two, as someone that doesn't really have a solid financial backup. Three, as someone that actually wants to ensure you give your best and give the best to the service. In factors I try just to say to myself is this business comes with a lot of challenges. Trust me, selling to Nigerians and making money in Nigeria is not an easy task. If you see people posting successful story online, or you get to see a brand promoting success, behind every success or successful deals you see online, here comes a lot of challenges they are trying to settle, a lot of things they are trying to balance. My case in 2025 actually came with a lot of storm in my business, and this is how it happens. After celebrating 8 years running business last year, December 2024, I tried out my let me scale out my plans for 2025 and see how I can actually scale up and make more profit in 2025. As everybody that actually loves starting business or setting agenda for 2025, I also wrote out my agendas, things I need to work with, things I'm going to do, things I'm going to put in place, and some necessary factors I'm going to put in place. I wrote everything out, but trust me, little I know that all these plans or more will actually drain me and takes a lot from me. 2 days to Christmas, I had one big loss in my business. They actually collect all my capital, everything I have actually saved up for the business, and things, agenda, and everything that I set aside for 2025. As a matter of fact, it got so drained on me that I have to just use my January to start thinking of how best can I position my business. Just imagine running business for a good 8 years and all of a sudden you encountered one great loss that shrank everything you've ever gathered in your life. That means all my plans for 2025, my agenda, my goals, and everything got disrupted. So in January, I tried to sit down. I locked myself up in a room. Then I said, okay, fine, let me just put so many factors in place and see how I can actually push this business again and get things moving. Will it be easy? I know it will not be easy. So running through the month of January, it was so hectic. And February, you know, if you are very familiar with Chinese calendar, you get to know that Chinese go on holiday every February. That means business is not really picking over. Then around March, they resume. So resuming by March, almost there's also actually solve. Now, solving a lot. What does it tell on me? It tells a lot on me. And I begin to look at, okay, how well can I try to solve a lot of issues I have on ground? Now, the very first thing that helped me is this writing my next steps down and breaking it into pieces so I can know which one should start with, which one should I start with, and which one should I end with. Now, one of the key major things that I have to do after facing one big loss is that I have to list out what are the things I want to achieve, then I split it into pieces. I was able to take it bit by bit, and every blessed day, I try as much as possible to ensure that I do one thing just to get closer to my goal. That's the first thing. So remember, like I said, Chinese went on holiday and business picked back in March. Business is not really that solid, so we carried it to April. around April, I faced another great challenges again. It was just more or less like moving from one challenges to another, moving from one challenges to another. At some point in time, I said to myself, I think I'm going to quit this business. But I will have to read a lot of successful business online and how they're able to get to that stage. Then I see that every business you see out there get to face one or two challenges that will actually shrink them or make them feel like, oh, they are not really doing well. Then there's one particular day I was checking online. I saw a lot of business owners shutting down business. Then I said to myself, if I shut down my business and just stick to working with someone, but did I quit? No. 50% of my 2024 was actually spent trying to put a lot of factors, a lot of things in place just to ensure that my business keep moving well and my business settle as many issues on ground as possible. Now the question is, did they tell me all these challenges will come up when I begin to start my journey into the business? Definitely no. I never see all of this coming. Never think I'm going to be facing challenges that is so beyond my strength. Do you know what it takes losing huge amount of money in the company? All capital gone, even some staff decided to quit. Some dropped a sack letter for me, and it was so challenging and demanding for me. In that same 50% of 2025, I lost my staff, I lost some of my offices, I lost my capital, I lost so many things on the business. But one thing that has been helping me so far is not stopping. I kept on moving and trusting the process. Now, my question to myself is, have I been able to solve all the problems? Definitely no. Are we progressing every day? Definitely yes. So this is a message to everybody facing one or two challenges running their business or trying to set up a business if they don't have what it takes, the courage, and they are scared that what if this business fails? How will they run it? I think it's high time to take that business up. And best advice for you is one, any challenges or anything you are facing currently, try not to get a pen and a jotter, write it out, then break it down, sit down, take your time, have a personal time, write out how can you attend to this thing as fast as possible. See, it's better you take a baby step and solve it gradually than trying to solve the whole problem at once. A bit by bit step amongst your bigger steps, just like micro management. Micro will come up together to become macro. So 50% was actually a ceiling for me to actually deal with a lot of ups and downs in my business, and that I would not be seeing my space constantly to dish out high quality content for you. So, but now I'm actually back once again, and I'm here to give you all the challenges, problems, and so many things you're going to be learning on this page. Stay tuned and watch out for more videos, guys. Bye for now.